Well, to me means the sharing and gathering and celebration of different cultures.
Luau means like family to me. It's always been a family-centered event. All the parents are around and just seeing everybody help out. It's all about family for me.
To me, Luau means a celebration and a time to share the culture we grew up with back home in Hawaii to everyone up here in the mainland, family, friends, and those who we don't know.
Well, luau for me was a big part of the reason why I came to Pacific. I really wanted to be able to still perpetuate the culture while having that mainland experience.
Having danced hula for a long time, I think having luau in Oregon is a nice way to keep the culture with you and also help to spread it to people that might not necessarily dance hula or even know what hula is, or any Polynesian culture that we showcase in the show.
I'm away from home, like miles away from home, and it's hard to find like where I can feel comfort. But like in Hawaii Club, like everyone's so welcome and like it's like happy place for me.
Overall, NHOH and the university really helps at creating this feeling of culture, aloha, and ohana that I grew up exposed to in Hawaii when I was small.
It helps a lot. It really teaches the kids about the Hawaiian culture, and it's really something to do during second semester when kids just can't stop thinking about the beach and the sun, and it's gloomy out in Oregon, so it really helps with kids connecting back to their roots and bringing them back in the toughest times.
Like a lot of people would think that luau is just like a Hawaiian thing that everyone else gets to watch, but since I'm not from Hawaii or anything like that, but I'm still participating, I feel like I'm included along with other people on campus.
I honestly really do like the practices. Sometimes it's hard to get out of my room and do it, and like with homework and whatnot, but it's actually really a stress reliever.
Instructors make it really fun and like enjoyable, and everyone's trying to learn.
I think my favorite part is after a successful run through, everybody is shaking hands and all excited and everything, and that just like builds the ohana feeling and how we're in this together.
When we get to see all the dances, and particularly for me, I get to play music, so I get to see all the dances from start to finish, so it's really cool. And jamming out with the rest of the crew, so it's good fun.
For the senior dance, I'll definitely cry. I am a crier. These people, they've been with us since the beginning, and just being able to do our last dance with them is just going to be so extremely special to us.
I agree, it will be definitely emotional on the stage, and I think it will also be really fun. It's a really fun number for all of us to just be together once again, just like freshman dance.
This luau in particular will be a little heartbreaking once it's over. I wanted to make sure that I made this luau the best by doing as much as I can to help.
Just shout out to Auntie Edna. What without her, luau wouldn't be possible. Luau wouldn't be as big as it is here at Pacific.
Behind the scenes, I would say luau board, because they're out there grinding, during school semester, just between midterms and doing things for prep for luau and stuff. They have a big role, and also facilities. They do a lot of behind the scenes that they don't get a lot of things for.
Shout out to the musicians. They're one of the biggest parts. Without them, luau wouldn't be as great.
I had to give a shout out to all my classmates and friends who motivated me to join NHOH. It's been an awesome opportunity and a very humbling experience.
For me, the instructors, I think, even though that the dances are what make luau possible, if it wasn't for them, I think that we wouldn't have a luau.
Shout out to all my instructors. I love you guys. You guys put in so much effort, and you just make this thing come together.
Shout out to the freshman class. Good job for doing the dances. I'm really excited to be dancing with each and every one of you guys.
Mom and Dad. They've just helped us so much over the years. Our parents are always there for us. And I don't know, Luau would not be anything without them.
Behind the scenes, a big role, I want to say the parents back home. They do so much for us that I don't think a lot of people realize, but without them, a lot of things wouldn't happen. Like packing day, when we slow boat juices, shoyu, anything that dry goods, we get it shipped to us. They help plan with the floral committee. They bring up so many flowers from home. They make leis for us, and they just do so much that we couldn't do as students without their help because of the time difference and time crunch we have.
So, ikavama mua, ikavama hope. The future's in the past means basically we learned from what came in the past.
This really means to me with connecting with my ancestors, learning from the things that they've done, the lessons that they've learned, and to use it in my everyday life and to perpetuate it and keep it moving forward.
The future of our past, I would say, is like we learn from our past experiences, or we learn from our kupuna, and from their manao, we basically perpetuate and teach others to in the future to make it a better place.
Being a freshman, I'm like separated now from my family, but I'm still using what they taught me as I'm growing up to help me in college now, or help me think about what I'm gonna do in my future.
Continuing on our ancestors' legacies and keeping up with the traditions that we've learned from the people that have come before us. And if it wasn't for them laying the foundation, then we wouldn't be who we are today. And we need to make sure that we continue to give thanks and appreciate the fact that our ancestors did what they did and taught us what they did so that we could be the people that we are today and be the righteous and the proud Hawaiians or Filipinos or Portuguese or whatever culture we are. Like, just be proud of who we are and where we come from.
Ahiti mai no oe, ahiti puno me te aloha, aloha 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 Oh, naunai ta hala me kalehua, he halele hua no ia na ka noe.
le vai mea I tai hea ka makani hau mai nā alea ki pu'u pu'u. E la au ka la I hina ke anu. O I kana hele a o mahiki ku. Aku la o I ka malana I ake ki pu'u pu'u. Nolu ka maka o ka oha vai a uli. Nini au e haka puo e koa I e hai ke anu kana hele a o vaika. Aloha vaika ia mehe I pola ka makalena o ke ko o lau. Tapua I tana hele o mahule ia. Hele I te alo I mo o lau. Hele uka uka I hele I ta pali loa. Hele hiu hiu pili no I kana hele noho alilo I te taunala. Ko aliha kai umai a unei. Mahe ala na lo vale hone I la e ala e ala e ai. Hoi punai tawa a pālolo I ta inu. A ule ule ina lai halea e ko o lau. E ha e hala e hai ke kui kui a kaulumano. Halea e makavalu I ke a e ku. Aku la o e I ka pahu ku. A ka ava ava hanane e ke ki ka la o hilokini. Ho ilu ulu I ke anakahi. I ka pololu wahine a talu ala he ala he ala e ai. Hoi punei tawa a pālolo I ta inu. A ule ule ina lai halea e ko o lau. E ha e hala e hai ke kui kui a kaulumano. Halea e makavalu I ke a e ku. I ka pahu ku. I ka ava ava anane e ke ki ka la o hilokini. Ho ilu ulu I ke anakahi. I ka pololu wahine a talu ala he ala he ala e ai. He no, kamehameha.
All right, Leah, are you ready for our journey on the Hokulea?
I'm ready. I got my Leonard's Malasada box right here.
What about the Maui-built t-shirts?
Got it.
What about the Punalu'u sweetbread?
Got that too.
Wait, are we gonna have Wi-Fi?
How can you be worrying about Wi-Fi at a time like this? We have to leave soon.
Sorry, I was kind of lagging behind over there. I was just adjusting the shark radar on the GPS.
Shaheen, we don't use a GPS. We only use the stars, sun, wind, and waves to navigate.
Sorry, ladies. I'm from the mainland. I don't know these things.
Guys, we didn't tell our crew who their captains are for our journey around the world.
Oh, right. I'm Melia Zablan, class of 2017 from Eva Beach, Hawaii.
I'm Kea Myers-Rosa, class of 2019 from Kaneohe, Hawaii.
And I'm Shaheem Marsban, class of 2016 from Hayward, California. Oh, yeah. All right. And we're your Masters of Ceremonies this evening.
Aloha ahi ahi ka ko, and welcome to Pacific University's 56th annual Luau.
Every year, the men and women of Nahaumana o Hawaii, along with the help and support of their beloved advisors, families, work tirelessly to put together this annual luau. The amount of time and dedication necessary to put this together, this amazing event, may seem very overwhelming in the beginning stages of planning, but with the hard work and dedication of all involved, we are able to repeatedly present this show to you.
In the Hawaiian culture, the hokulea is an example of learning from our past while creating a sustainable future. Using only the stars, sun, wind, and waves to navigate, the hokulea exemplifies this year's theme, Ikava Mamua, Ikava Mahope. The future is in the past. The knowledge we gain allows us to further our education and embark on our own journey.
Just like Hokule'a's mission of a sustainable future, students come from all around the world to Pacific University to embark on a journey to better their own future. There may be unexpected storms, harsh waves, or even those all-nighters that are obstacles in our path. But we use previous lessons and continuously acquire knowledge to help us to keep moving forward. So without further ado, grab your paddles and hop in our canoe as we take you on this journey of a lifetime.
The women began our show with a song called Kai A'o Ma'amala. The power of love transcends all. In this love story, they explain Ma'amala, a bay off the coast of Honolulu, in order to secretly be with each other. In our kahiko, we express the gentle yet passionate love she has for her lover, refusing to let the difference of social class define the relationship. In the opening oli, it speaks of peace and warmth of a new day. Because of the blessings we are bestowed upon us, we are able to remain aware, seek knowledge, and be wise.
Our kane opened the show with Hole Waimea, which speaks of the Kipu'u warriors. These warriors were hand-selected by the Ali'i, or chief, to train in the mountains and become the king's army. These warriors left their families to train in the cold, but their honor and love for Hawaii burned brightly inside. They were the most feared and revered men of Hawaii.
When traveling to Maui, you fly over 2 mountain ranges. The renowned Haleakala, along with Mauna Kahalavai, create a valley, thus nicknaming the island the Valley Isle.
Located on the left side of Mauna Kahalavai, Mauna Leo was once a native Hawaiian mesic forest. This graceful mele by Keali'i Raishel describes the beauty of this area, treasured for its natural serenity. The women of Nāhamana o Hawaii present to you Mauna Leo.
kamale kamahiva pai kalanie kalanie
No Namamo, or For the Children, was an educational hukulea voyage that took place in 1992. Mamo are a species of forest bird endemic to Hawaii that have recently become all but extinct due to diseases and foreign species. No Namamo encourages the youth to gather together and follow in the footsteps of their ancestors to learn about the traditional voyaging techniques of the past. From the knowledge gained, we, the youth, are able to use past as a foundation for the future. Making their debut for Luau, here's a class of 2019.
Emali, Emali, Ela, Kamali.
Each year, Pacific University students have an opportunity to enroll in a one-credit hula class where students learn and demonstrate their understanding of the Hawaiian culture through dance. This year, the hula class will be dancing to the song Ale Koki by Aukahi.
This mele is regularly attributed to David Kalakaua and his persuasive conquest of an initially hesitant lover. Please enjoy as this year's Pacific University's hula class performs this mele for you.
Guys, where are you? Shaheen, where are you?
What's up, Leah?
Guys, I think I forgot the first aid kit for our voyage.
No.
I got an iPhone charger.
Shaheen, we don't need an iPhone charger.
Sorry, gotta make sure, snap game a little too strong.
So, back to the first aid kit?
Maybe we can ask our crew to help us out. Let's play a little game of gimme gimme. How does that sound? All right, the first person on my side to bring me a Band-Aid will win this wonderful prize from the country store. A new Band-Aid, please. I saw someone over there going down to his leg. Oh, this lovely man was first. I'm sorry. All right, this lovely man wins some lovely goodies from the country store. If you guys want some lovely goodies too, don't worry. Country store is open during intermission, all right? Thank you to this lovely volunteer. Thank you.
Guys, I'm getting kind of hungry over here.
Actually, Shaheen, I saw something on Pinterest. We can make a net out of dental floss, and maybe we can catch you some fish.
Well, does anyone in our crew have dental floss? Hey, we can get another treat from the country store. Right here next to me. How about that, huh?
Yay!
Here you go. You get this lovely gift. Congratulations and thank you.
Not to worry if you didn't win anything, because our country store will be open during intermission to grab all your island favorites.
Now that we got that solved, yeehaw! Aloha from the pastures of Waimea, where boots and flannels are the norm and cattle run free. Hawaiian cowboys called Paniolo were known for their horseback riding and lasso skills to reel in not only the cattle, but the honeys as well.
This story is about a lad from Kauai High who uses his winning lasso to capture the object of his affection. Set in Waimea on the island of Hawaii, where the well-known Big Island cowboys still ride on the plains and continue to lasso in the women till this day, we now present to you the handsome, charismatic men of Naho Mana'o Hawaii dancing Lepe Ula Ula.
Hip hip. All right, boys, let's ride. All right.
Hey, baile hu no la kila kila vale o e paila. Liko olo ana ana make a call you rock. Kukui kukui ko yo ha. Au he vale o ka ve no hola lio ku nani a o baila. Alo ai ka Hawaii cowboy. Kule kule kule. Oh Rosalani, Rosalani, Rosalani. Oh Nale. Liko alo ana ana make a call you up. Au he vale o ka ve no lio ku nani a o mawila. Alo ai ka Hawaii cowboy. Kule kule kule. Oh le ilima le ilima le ilima. Oh na le le. Lepe ula ula. Lepe o tama. Tawa tulina. I am a pele. Lepe ula ula. Lepe o tama. Tawa tulina. I am a pele. Keiki mai au. No Kauai High. No ke kivugaili. La pea lilo. Elua vale iho. Ko imau. Ali. Ahoy. Mea. Haina ia mai. Ana kapuana. Lepa ula ula. Lepa the more. Haina ia mai. Ana kapuana. Lepa ula ula. Lepa the more. Halele mai au I Honolulu, hea mai au kainga mai. Tauana I kuli o California, o papai mai ole kua. He vai I o California, aina mana hina, ai sa chumiso para Golden Gate. Aloha I ka Hawaii cowboy. Hina mai, ka huana. Hina mai, ole le hua. Roselani, le ilima. Ona le, le hu.
Now, before we start our next dance, I have a question for all the Kane in the room. Guys, have you ever been sitting down, minding your own business, and then all of a sudden, the most beautiful girl you've ever seen walks by?
Whoa, whoa. One so beautiful, you just can't sleep at night. So, you have to ask your friends, hey, what's that girl's name over there? Yeah, I like her number, you get them. Oh, give them to me. And then you try to talk to her. I know you've done it. Don't be ashamed. I know it.
Ladies, I have a little confession. Oh, so check this, bro. The other day, I was hanging with my cowboys and white men when I met this beautiful wahine. Shoo, she was so beautiful. She was like sent from heaven or something like that.
Well, Shaheen, with a little help from the oopu fish, you can make that sophisticated hula girl your ku'ipo forever.
Opunui tebe tebe tamayana tebe tebe Baikalani tebe tebe toheo heo tebe tebe Opunui tebe tebe te tomanei tebe tebe Ita upena tebe tebe akaua tebe tebe Kalima ike kala he ka belu ana hula no ea ikania Kalima ike kala he ka belu ana hula no ea ikania Haina ikamele haina ho ikame aha hula no ea So dance to the music sweet, soon you will repeat. Sophisticated hula is the talk of the town. Whoa, yeah. Sophisticated hula, forevermore people. Twas me, the pale Hawaiian when I found you. Do you still remember when I met you, and there, beside a blue lagoon, I kissed you. It was in September, and skies of blue, Kuipo. You were sent from heaven above, and you were meant for someone to love. With you in my arms, I still feel your charms of the days that used to be. Your love keeps beating in my heart forever, while the memories linger forevermore, Kuipo. 'Twas me, the pale Hawaiian when I found you. Do you still remember when I met you, Kuipo? And there, beside a blue lagoon, I kissed you. It was in September, the skies are blue, Kuipo. You were sent from heaven above, and you were meant for someone to love. With you in my arms, I still feel your charms of the days that used to be. Your love keeps beating in my heart forever, while the memories linger forevermore, Kuipo. While the memories linger forevermore, Kuipo.
So, Shaheen, did you learn anything in that last Relationship 101 class?
You know I did. I can use pickup lines all day, every day, 24/7.
Oh, yeah? I never fall for pickup lines. Try and tell me one.
All right, here we go. So, Leah, try to feel my shirt.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You know what that's made out of?
What?
Boyfriend material.
Ooh.
Come on now, Leah. Do you see how many followers I have on Instagram? The Wahine just love me. Oh, man. Speaking of Wahine, the women of Nahaumana o Hawaii would like to perform for you Mele'a Kapu'uwai by Ke'eli'i Raichel. In this song, he yearns and has a deep affection for his lost lover as he watches her grow into a beautiful woman. Please enjoy as our Wahine share the story with you.
Mana'o he aloha e, no ke koni koni, a ka pu'uwai. Hauana I kona ni e, ko aloha pau ole, I nā puole. Koni koni a ka pu'uwai. Hauana I kona ni e, ko aloha pau ole, I nā puole. Mikalae no Iana ma ke ala, pono ke ola e. Punia I ka hana e, uluma hua hua e mohala I ko nani e. Mikalae no Iana ma ke ala, pono ke ola e. Punia I ka hana e, uluma hua hua e mohala I ko nani e. Puana ke aloha e, no ke koni koni a ka pu'uwai. Hauana I kona ni e, e maliu mai oe, hoi e hoi mai. Puana ke aloha e, no ke koni koni a ka pu'uwai. Hauana I kona ni e, e maliu mai oe, hoi e hoi mai. E maliu mai oe, hoi e hoi mai.
While traditionally a woman's dance, legend says poi balls were first used by Maori men to develop flexibility in their wrist and improve their use of hand weapons.
In this dance, there will be a combination of short poi and long poi, moving to the song Ete Ivie, and will also exhibit traditional costumes and dance moves. Modern poi will follow as the glow-in-the-dark poi balls move to an upbeat remix of songs.
Poi was originally used by the Maori people of New Zealand as a form of exercise to train for battle and hunting. Eventually, poi became used as a form of storytelling and dance.
The introduction of poi into Polynesia led to the creation of fire poi, a modernized form of poi dance that utilizes variations of traditional techniques. Sit back, it's about to get hot in here.
This Fa'ataupati, or Samoan slap dance, is a display of strength and stability. This dance is performed by slapping the body to make a noise or rhythm. Its high tempo beats will be sure to get your blood boiling.
So don't be afraid to join in and make all the noise you want as we take you on a journey to the beautiful islands of Samoa.
rubber dub. You are my rubber dub. Gonna take you to a shishan tonight. Gonna dance reggae music all night. Gonna take you to the beach tomorrow. Or we can wash away all your sorrows. Cause from now on you're my partner. Whenever there's a session, you are my rubber dub partner. Sure, well I've been back, hands and knees. Stretch out your hand like a wrist jockey. And I'm in your back, hands and knees. Stretch out your hand like a racing jockey. Jockey move, do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move. Rip. Reggae man has got the brand new dance. Well, reggae beat will put you in a trance. Reggae beat will put you in a trance. You take a step, you rock it to and fro. Rock it down as low as you can go. You got to bend down low. Let me show you what I know. So you got to bend down low. Let me show you what I know. Well, for my line, everybody for my line. 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 Well, I bend your back, hands and knees. Stretch out your hand like a racing jockey. Bend your back, hands and knees. Stretch out your hand like a racing jockey. Jockey move, do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move, jockey move, jockey move. Do the jockey move. Gregory! Rubber dub. You are my 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 rubber dub. Oh, you are my rubber dub.
Oh, this is a throwback right here, bro.
You know you look like satisfaction, and my reaction is attraction. I want to join in some relation with such a beautiful creation. You are my major concentration, without no doubt reservation. I'm coming real, no imitation, loving with no hesitation. You give me cool fever when they love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe, yo. Call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before. Give me cool fever when they love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe, yo. Call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before. So afraid of living my whole life alone, till you gave me company. Deep inside my heart, you know you have a home, loving unconditionally. Never knowing down there shopping for my queen, never knowing till you try. Loving how you always live your life so clean. Shawty, let me be a guy. Give me cool fever when you love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe, yo. Call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before. Give me cool fever when you love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe, yo. Call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before. Drum and bass.
like satisfaction, and my reaction is attraction. I want to join in some relation with such a beautiful creation. You are my major concentration, without a doubt, no reservation. I'm coming real, no imitation. Love you with no hesitation. You give me cool fever when you love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe. Yo, call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before. Give me cool fever when you love me so. You give me cool fever from my head to my toe. Yo, call me crazy, but I got to let you know I never felt like this before.
Oh, your Indian uncles will recognize this one, bro. Let's go.
Masa esa e masese, 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 masese. Oi oi masa esa e masese, 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 masese. Masa esa e masese. Tobacco, tobacco, tobacco. Oi, oi, tobacco, oh, tobacco. Asarara, warara, wakoyo, rawakoyo, rawakoyo, masala, asarara, rara, wakoyo, iu masese baraku. Masese, masese, masese. Masa esa e masese. Masese, masese, masese. Masa esa e masese. Yangona, yangona, yangona. Yangona, yangona. Tobacco, tobacco, tobacco. Tobacco, tobacco. Asarara, warara, wakoyo, rawakoyo, rawakoyo, asala, asarara, la 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 la, koyo. Masese baraku.
That's pretty cool. Coming up on Sunrise, how many pounds of explosives it took to create that explosion.
Plus, Drew Carney going behind the scenes of Pacific University's upcoming luau. Hey, good morning, Drew.
Hey there, Stephanie. We are going to take you to the islands this morning. To the islands by way of Forest Grove, as yes, Pacific University gets set to host their 56th annual Hawaiian Club Luau this weekend. We'll have all the details on this annual event, and we'll get ready for it with a little song and a little dance, and that's coming up in just a little bit. Taking you on a trip to the Hawaiian Islands this morning. This weekend, those islands can be found right here, where we stand, in Forest Grove. Pacific University's 56th Annual Hawaiian Club Luau coming up, and we'll have the details on the way as well. Pacific University in Forest Grove, our location. And yes, we are joined by members of the university's Hawaiian Club. And yes, they are getting ready for the school's 56th annual Hawaiian Club Luau. And yes, we are dressed for the occasion. Learning how to do what is known as the slap dance. And we do it with you live. And we do it next. And we can smile during the slap dance, it's okay. Details on the luau coming up.
This is just one of my favorites. It is. Students at Pacific University right now getting ready to put on a very colorful show.
The Hawaiian Club's annual luau features dance, music, and of course the traditional luau meal.
And that's why Drew Carney shows up, I think, the traditional meal. Yes, he likes the other stuff too. He's in Forest Grove this morning. So Drew, the big show's coming up on Saturday.
Yes, I don't know, is it difficult to point me out of this crowd? Stephanie, Russ, and Brenda? I feel like I blend in quite nicely. Pacific University in Forest Grove is our location. They are getting ready for the school's 56th annual Hawaiian Club Luau. We get ready this hour with the help of the fellas doing what's known as the slap dance this morning. And while we see slap dancing, I want to point out something. The fact is, the main event, Saturday's Pacific University Luau, is actually sold out. The dinner, the show, it's all sold out, but the good news is this. You can still see the Friday night show. No luau meal, but there is a Friday night show that you can attend. Doors open at 6 o'clock here at the Stoller Center. Show begins at 6:30 Friday night. It's a cash-only affair on Friday night. You can purchase your tickets right here at the door. Gentlemen, can we silence the slapping for just a moment? Ina, step forward, please. Making his way from the back of the crowd, a young man known as Ina Teofilo. Did I get that correct?
Yes, sir.
Sophomore here at Pacific University.
Yes, sir.
For question number one, I have this. I was wearing a t-shirt earlier. You could probably see why I took it off, but I was wearing a t-shirt earlier. It says a Hawaiian word followed by a line followed by an English word. Explain the meaning of this t-shirt.
Well, the t-shirt, on top of the t-shirt says Ohana, and Ohana is family in Hawaiian. On the islands, we do family over everything, all the time, every time, and that's what it means.
So it means family over everything. I like that. I will like wearing the t-shirt, but not right now, my friend, because... Come again? May I repeat that? Can we party together on Friday nights?
Of course, of course.
I am with my boys this hour. I want to point out I'm as muscular as you are, but a lot of my chest hair covers my muscles. You probably figured that out already.
Yeah, I don't have hair.
Hey, okay, all kidding aside. You think people are waking up this hour?
I hope.
We had the slap dance. Okay, teach me the slap dance this morning, Ina.
Okay, followed by the entrance. So the first sequence will be straight hand right, right, left, down, down, clap, up, up.
Huh? Huh?
Just do that. Just faumu. It's called a faumu.
Do we need some music for this?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Let's cue up the music, please. Ina, do we dance together, or do you go back to the back of the crowd there?
Okay, we dance together. We're right here in the front.
Okay, here we go. Pacific University Luau this weekend.
Samoa! Sawia!
What are we waiting for?
The music.
Pacific University Hawaiian Club Luau this weekend with the show on Friday night that is still available to be participated in. Doors open at 6 o'clock. The show on Friday night is at 6:30. Cash only, ladies and gentlemen. How about this? We've done the Russ before. How about a little Rodney Hill? Rodney Hill. Rodney Hill. Rodney Hill.
As far as fitting in, that's his best segment ever.
Yeah.
Nailed the scream.
He's
Yeah,
at
he
home.
did.
I'm always fascinated by the huge Hawaiian population they have in Forest Grove. I don't know
and
the
in
reason.
Portland, UP was the same way.
And Oregon State and from the islands to Forest Grove, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but there must be a reason
One of
for
my
it.
friends married a gentleman who moved here to be with her from Hawaii to live in our neighborhood up in Vancouver. Yeah.
Even
like
Hawaii?
to go the other way.
Hey, check this out. Honolulu today, I checked. Forecast, a range of 75 to 81. Just like here at home.
Hey.
My friends, for this day, we are becoming Hawaii. Take a look at the Rose Fargo camera. And
here's where it all started, why this seemingly ordinary chair will probably fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction.
Our visit to the Hawaiian Islands continues this hour with a visit to Pacific University in Forest Grove. Their annual luau is this weekend. Our annual preview is this morning. We'll have more with the young ladies and the young men of Pacific University's Hawaiian Club coming up later this hour.
Yesterday, 3,000 pounds of explosives.
Yeah, this is all about safety here. What they're trying to do is blast those rocks out of there so they don't fall onto the road, when you're driving by. ODOT's also adding a safety barrier there. You can expect the work to continue throughout the summer.
You know who else is dynamite? Drew Carney. He is in Forest Grove this morning checking out a big show.
Dynamite! Good morning again. Dynamite! Good morning again, Russ, Brenda, and Stephanie. We are live this morning on the campus of Pacific University. They are getting ready for their 56th annual Hawaiian Club Luau, and we get ready with them this morning by way of dance. I'm hoping that this next dance they're going to teach me is not as painful as the slap dance we learned last hour. We'll find out with all the details on this year's luau coming up next on KGW News at Sunrise.
6:45 on the nose, and students at Pacific University getting ready to put on a big show.
The Hawaiian Club's annual luau features lots of stuff, dance, music, and of course, the traditional luau meal.
Drew Carney managed to get everybody together for an epic Instagram selfie. Well done, Drew. I like following your Instagram account, but now I want to see what you're going to do for us on TV.
Thank you. I'll start by sharing some good news with you, Stephanie, Brenda, and Russ. This particular segment will be completely shirt on. A shirt on segment, unlike the 5 o'clock hour segment when we were shirt off for the slap dancing. Yes, everyone is thanking this morning. The slap dance was a little bit painful, I have to admit. I'm a little pinkish under my Hawaiian Club shirt this morning. This dance will hopefully not be as painful, but before we get to the dance lesson, I'll explain that the Pacific University Luau is now in its 56th year, which is incredible. It's taking place on Saturday, but I also have to let you know the dinner and the event on Saturday is completely sold out. So your best chance to experience the Hawaiian Islands at Pacific University this weekend would be Friday night. It's a show-only affair, which means no luau meal on Friday night, but you can still see the show, which is a fantastic display of Polynesian music, dance, and entertainment. It's a cash-only deal on Friday. Come down to the university right here at the Stoller Center. 6 o'clock, the doors open. 6:30 is the show celebrating the culture of the islands right here at Pacific University. The dance is just getting good, and I don't want to stop it just yet, but I will stop it right about now. Can we stop the dancing for a moment? Just for a moment, gang, because I have to bring in Vanna into the mix. Vanna is a student here at Pacific University. Which year are you?
I'm a senior.
One of the things Russ Lewis brought up last hour is the percentage of students here at the university that come from the islands. I don't know if you know the exact number or the exact percentage, but I know that it's a significant number. Is there a reason why Pacific University has been such a home away from home for students from the islands?
Well, for me, it is a home away from home. There's so much people here that remind me of home, and they're like my family here.
Well, I'm going to ask you now more specifically about the event. This dance we saw a moment ago has a name. That name, please?
Tinikling.
And the Tinikling
Yeah.
will be part of the dance, again, or part of the event on Friday night and Saturday. There's a cultural significance to the dance, which is?
So Tinikling originated from the Philippines, and it's basically the Visayan people of the Philippines are mimicking the Tinikling birds.
It's a good reminder that this Hawaiian Club Luau, now in its 56th year, I'll say again, is not just a celebration of the Hawaiian Islands, but all the islands of the Pacific. Sound good, gang? All right. Very enthusiastic you are on this Wednesday morning. Okay, show me the dance without the music, and then I'll jump in there with the rest of the group. So just Vanna and company right now. Go when ready. I'm going to count it off. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Stop. I think I've got it. In, out, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will go with music, and everyone will join in. Sound good, gang? Sound good, gang? All right, yes, all right. Partner, I have to do this with the microphone. I apologize. Okay, let's do it. Ready. When do we go in?
4.
Okay, I'll count. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Whoa. In, out, 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 in, out. Woo! No piggies were damaged in the filming of this segment. Feel free to jump back in there, Vanna. It is the Pacific University Hawaiian Club Luau. It is Saturday, which is sold out, unfortunately, but you can still see the Friday night show, 6:30, right here, Stoller Center in Forest Grove. We're out of time. Russ, Brenda, Stephanie, Rodney Hill, back to you.
I'm sorry I doubted you. I thought for sure you were going to get your foot caught in that thing. But you rocked it.
Just to be accurate, one big piggy will be damaged during this whole party.
Well, the luau.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on fire this morning, though.
Yes, he is.
And again, interesting to me that Hawaii's forecast for Honolulu is 75 to 81 today, right where ours is.
They're going to feel right at home.
Yeah, right at home.
That was my point about all the Hawaiians here is that, you know, it's cold and rainy here a lot of the year and not like Hawaii, you know, a lot colder, and yet they're right at home and they dig it.
Trust me, I can't explain why anybody would leave Hawaii.
I know. That's the big thing. That's paradise. And so's Oregon, though.